Hi, how's everybody doing? Hey, Steffi. Hey, Mary. I just was in a random mood, and I think Orion did a random live earlier this week that I jumped in on, and I was like, why don't I do a random live? Because this week has been weird, and I can't do one tomorrow because I have a meeting during the time that we normally do a live stream. So, anyways, how's everybody doing today? It's a quiet bunch. I guess I didn't give you much notice. Um, It's like a perfect day here today. It's like 71 in Fort Worth. I think a lot of us have been getting rain, a lot of rain in California. Hi, Shelly in Milwaukee. What's the weather like in Milwaukee today? Um, yeah, I haven't had a lot of words this week. I kind of Hi Rose. Um, I kind of hit a wall. When was it? I don't know, Monday or Tuesday. I just kind of unexpectedly, I don't know, I had a meltdown. I just like lost all my words and I couldn't. You don't really like surprises, Moo Mushroom. Hey, Rod. Hey, Andrew. Hi, Hermes. Yeah, I just hi, Jax. It's been a while. Hi, Whitney. Oh, we got RFP loves vacuuming again. Your username cracks me up. Um, cool. I'm glad y'all are here. I don't like having to wait for surprises either. Okay, I see your comment, Shalom. Maybe we can get to that. Hi, G Hill. Yeah, I was just saying, like, I had kind of like a surprise meltdown. Speaking of surprises, I had a surprise meltdown on probably Tuesday, and my brain just it like stopped working. Hi, Wolf Dreams. Hi, Ryan. Like I couldn't make any decisions, and I couldn't think through any of my work stuff that I needed to do for the day, and um, it's just one of those days where I kept trying to do the same thing over and over again, but nothing different happened. Like I just couldn't. I couldn't make a change. So I just, I've learned now that I can keep trying and keep pushing, and it's just going to make it worse. Or I can just be like, well, I guess I'm not getting anything done today. So I just laid on the couch under my weighted blanket. And my daughter was so sweet after school. I was like, I don't have words. I think I'm in a meltdown. And she was like, oh, go rest. She's like, I've got this. So, but the kids are good after school. Like Cooper likes to play his video games and Molly likes to read and talk with her friends. And so we made it work. I just, I don't like changing my schedule, and I struggle with feeling unproductive, and so it's just so hard on me when I choose to take care of myself and like just rest. It's hard for my brain not to think about what I'm losing in productivity. And I'm gaining some, like, I'm improving a little bit there because I know overall, and I don't know, it shouldn't, I don't want to shit on myself. I don't know. I don't really want my focus to be productivity, but in the long run, I think I am more productive when I rest when I need to. You know what I'm saying? Because otherwise, I'm just trying to do the same thing over and over again. Oh, thank you, Niam. Rose, you've been in bed all day. I feel you. Yeah, I like that, Steffi. It definitely felt like my brain was going into safe mode. It was kind of like, no, none of this feels good. And it was just one of those where I hear myself trying to talk and like the words weren't coming out. And I was like stumbling over my words with my kids. And I'm like, I just, and honestly, it's hard because my daughter is a verbal processor. And so she comes home from school and she wants to talk about everything. But she was sweet. And like, we're going to have some good time together after school today. And I just try to be intentional and like, okay, I missed out on some time with my daughter and her processing needs. And like, I'm going to try to prioritize that when I come back around. Oh, I'm glad, April. Yeah, it's again, I don't like surprises. I don't like the surprise of like, "Oh, guess what? Your brain's not gonna work today." But it just I like that phrase, "Jack's rest is resistance." I didn't know it was a book, but I've heard the phrase before. Yeah, I don't like that surprise when your brain's like, "Hey, you're not gonna get any work done today." But luckily, I knew Wednesday like, what I've started doing is I've started stacking, like, all of my meetings on Wednesdays, which is actually really helpful because I just kinda get in that mindset and I just take I take care of all my meetings in one day. And then, like, today I had a lazy morning. I stayed in bed a little longer, and I just have been doing some admin stuff and, like, replying to emails today. Um, so I don't know why I just had a random spurt of energy to do a live stream, but I was thinking I can't do one tomorrow, and I've really enjoyed them every week the past few weeks, and so, I just wanted to connect with everybody. Look at this super cute pin, and this little top comes out. It doesn't do anything, but I just like playing with it. There's a random yarn shop that popped up in downtown Fort Worth, and I was walking past it, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, yarn." So it's all this specialty, like, hand woven yarn, and they have cute little knickknacks. So I got a cactus pin, and then I thought I lost it, but I didn't. So I got another one, and then, of course, I came home and now I have 2 cactus pins. So, I mean, I guess the only thing better than a cactus pin is 2 cactus pins. And it writes really well. It's got a really smooth tip. You have a spoon like a cactus? That's cool. A month full of surprises for Animus. Sounds exhausting. Oh, Niam, I hope that your job interview went well today. Is it Salem or Salam? Salem? I'm glad. I'm glad you're here. Oh, everybody loves the pen. Ryan, that's an interesting question. How do you go about getting diagnosed? So a therapist alone is not going to be able to diagnose you, and it really kind of depends on how your insurance works. They might give you a referral to a psychologist, but you'll need to seek out someone that's specifically licensed to diagnose. Hang on. I have a lot of suggestions in my big autistic resource guide. I just put the link in the chat, and you can download that, and it has a lot of different suggestions for where you can go to get evaluated. But some that I can recommend right off the bat, place that I'm speaking at this summer is Wilderwood. Wilderwood Equine Therapy. They have the most affordable evaluation that I know of. It's a $500 donation. And then NOCO Assessment Center. That's the psychologist who diagnosed me, and I believe they're now licensed in like 40 states. And then you can also check out Spectrus Psych. They are in Texas. I'm not sure where all they're licensed, but that's my current psychologist, and they have a great practice. Hi. Hi in France. Do I do interviews with people or definitely not? Like, what do you mean? Like, for the channel or like one-on-ones with people? I don't do one-on-ones right now just because I find them draining my battery a lot. I love them, but I get really invested in everybody's stories. I get really invested in everything that people share with me. And a lot of us have a lot of stuff to unload, and I've been honored to be the recipient of that information in the past. But just like protecting my boundaries, I do a lot better when I don't take on one-on-ones. So I tend to just stick with classes and group work because I have more energy for that. But like I do interviews for podcasts and that kind of stuff and other people's channels. Hey, nom nom burp. Oh, awesome, Wolf Dreams. Yes, I play the piano, but I mainly play the flute. So I just tinker around on the piano and I wish that I pretend that I can play it really well. No, I have my degree in flute. So yeah, that's those are my flutes and my piccolo and a lot of my sheet music. There's a lot in the attic. Um, okay. Somebody asked about the difference between meltdown, shutdown, burnout. I am inviting everyone into this conversation, okay? Because to the best of my knowledge, there's not a great delineation. There's not like a standard agreed upon uh definition for either one. Like when does a meltdown become a shutdown? How is a shutdown different than burnout? So I would love to know y'all's thoughts on it. I'll tell you for me personally. Okay, so a meltdown for me is like when I start losing my words, my executive functioning goes out the window. Like I have trouble making decisions and planning, and my skin hurts. Like my skin hurts a lot, and I feel really uncomfortable, and just like it's hard to be around people, and lights seem brighter, noises seem louder. And for me, that just means that I need some time in isolation by myself to, I don't know, just recover and just zone out, like literally do nothing for a little while. And I can usually kind of come back into myself, depending on how many other things I have going on that day, right? Like if I have to stay on for the kids, like if they have an event or something, like it pushes me further where I need more rest. It's kind of like for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. So the longer I'm in meltdown, the longer I need in recovery. Shutdown for me is like a more prolonged state where I have like a week of just like having a lot of trouble getting out of bed. Executive functioning still is like I can't get things done. I can't make decisions. I think with a shutdown, you start to notice more. It starts to affect more of your relationships. Like for me, with a meltdown, at least the point that I'm at now, like I know enough to take care of myself, and like other people don't even really know that I'm in a meltdown. Um, Not saying that you shouldn't let other people know. I live by myself and I have 2 kids, and, like, if I'm in a meltdown, I just don't go out, you know what I'm saying? So most people don't ever know, when I'm in a meltdown, but a shutdown, I think, starts to affect more relationships. People start noticing you're having trouble at work or you're not coming into work, and then I feel like shutdown and burnout are just pretty closely related. I mean, I would say a burnout is even kind of longer term and maybe more related to big life changes like moving, a relationship has ended, you just had a kid. A lot of times, like a big life event will trigger burnout where there's been insufficient recovery time and you just stay in this prolonged state of underfunctioning. Those are my thoughts. I'm going to read some of your comments. Hi, Isabella. Yeah, Lonnie, a lot of times in shutdown, you can't even talk. A lot of people go nonverbal. Hey, Sam. Hi, Lauren. Hi, Jeffrey. Oh, the chat is behind. Okay. Sam says chest gets hot. Yeah, and a lot of people, I've been talking about this in groups. A lot of autistic people we're starting to talk about like shaking. How many of you like shake in your chest? Or you just, your body feels kind of shaky? Excuse me. Oh, that's a good point for animus. Distinguishing between shutdowns and a PDA reaction. That's a good question. Emotional overwhelm usually puts you in a shutdown, Sam. Oh, I hate it when the chat jumps. Hang on. Okay, so April, you're saying shutdown and burnout would be used interchangeably. That's how I feel too. And when I speak about it publicly, sometimes there's like a lot of pushback of like, no, 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 wait, wait. I don't know. I have not found any agreed upon definition to differentiate. So I think having a conversation about it is important. Yeah, shalom. I think, being in a meltdown versus just being overstimulated and internal meltdown, to me, that's all kind of like where does one end and the other begin? I don't know. Paralyzed? Clark, this is a big question. Do I think that modern dating and norms in the workplace and social setting are toxic for people in the spectrum? Here's what I think, and this is just a hot take. Okay. I think that the word toxic is very charged. And I think I don't like to use words that just like negate the importance of anything, right? Like modern dating, workplace, social settings, like I don't wanna just, like, wave my hand and say, "Yes, those things are toxic," you know? I think it's important to kinda look at a lot of different elements of them. I think that we've internalized a lot of patterns in terms of, like, how we feel like things should go, how we feel like dating should go, how we feel like a workday should go, and I think we, just as much as neurotypical people, have a lot of work to do to undo, what we expect from ourselves and, kinda the example that we set for ourselves and for how we run our lives. So I think you just have to, reflect on how it affects you. What do you want the dating scene to look like? How do you want your dates to go? Like how could it change to better suit neurodivergent patterns? And those are big conversations that I have in different groups with people, especially workplace related. A lot of us on the spectrum are like, how the heck do we find more support and understanding in the workplace? Like, that's a really big question. So I think it's a very large scale exploration of what it means. What does it mean to be productive at work? What does it mean to have a healthy relationship with a coworker? What does that look like? So yeah, it just raises a lot of questions, but I don't want to like wave my hand and say, yes, this is toxic. And I'm not saying you're doing that either. So anyways, that's basically all the words I have on that right now. Hi, Sarah in Oregon. Lauren, I cannot nap. I really try, but whenever my brain almost never shuts up. It almost never shuts up. Like, I have to completely exhaust myself to sleep. And that's exhausting, trying to exhaust myself. But yeah, I'll lay down, and sometimes I think laying down sometimes just helps me recharge a little bit, but I can't lay down and sleep like ever during the day. Oops. Toxic by Britney Spears. I love the connection. Hang on. It just jumped. I'm not crying. Whenever I yawn, my eyes water. I'm fine. Don't worry. You know what, Lauren? I can't retain as much info as I used to either. It's really been bothering me lately. Okay, I'm trying not to miss comments, but there's a lot coming in. Hi, Shell McPhee. I'm glad you're here. Oh, thank you. Being shut down around family, that's another big thing for people on the spectrum, like, especially if your family has been invalidating and unsupportive, it can, kinda just be a default setting where you kinda go into shutdown if you're around people that you know are not gonna support you or make you feel seen. Oh, a special interest in solar panels. Cool, Michael. Oh, seriously? It's like right when I'm reading the comment, it just jumps down. I don't even know where I was. Lonnie, I'm glad you were able to join for the random live. It's in place of the one that I usually have on Fridays. So sorry guys, I can't be here tomorrow because I'm running a group that it's just a one-off group that I had to schedule during that time. This is probably okay, April. For those of us whose insurance doesn't cover diagnostic testing for autism in adults, would the diagnosis change support opportunities? To the best of my knowledge, no. I mean, oops. Um, Especially for adults. I mean, and this is going to vary depending on where you live, but like if you get a diagnosis through insurance, your insurance company is the only one that has that information. If you get it through private pay, you and the psychologist are the only ones who have that information. But you'll get documentation to be able to share. Like if you needed accommodations at the university level, you could take the paperwork from your psych eval and take that to the university and show them, and that would help you get support. Um, so I don't really think private pay versus insurance is going to affect. Goodness, why is this? There's like a okay, sorry. Is going to affect support opportunities. I haven't personally come across anything that would support that. Yeah, shalom. I always feel worse after I nap. Like if I ever do fall asleep, like I wake up and feel like I've been in a black hole or something. I'm like, oh my gosh. And then I have even more trouble falling asleep at night. Hi, Jenna. I've had a lot of trouble sleeping lately. It's like I've been like in a really light state of sleep all night. Like I won't go into REM sleep or whatever the deep sleep cycle is. I just feel like I can like feel awake as I'm sleeping. I don't know if that's been like all week. The past 2 weeks, I feel like I'm awake even though I'm asleep. I'm exhausted. I don't know what's happening. Do I have a cold? No, my nose gets really red and I'm I guess I just am kind of naturally sniffly. I don't know. Sorry. That's probably sensory overwhelm for some of you. I'm being weird. Hi, Katzinka in Germany. This week did go by so fast. Have I tried yoga? Yeah, I love yoga. You see all my yoga mats? I just did yoga this morning. And I'm doing a yoga program right now and I have 1 day left. This is my calendar. I'm crossed out every day except tomorrow. 1 day left. Who is on my shirt? Who do you think is on my shirt? The queen herself. Her boyfriend's in a game this weekend. I don't know if anybody's going to watch it. I'm going to make Taylor Swift cupcakes and bring them to the Super Bowl party. And of course, I'm wearing this, so I have to wash it because you can tell Beltre's been like, my cat's been all over me today. Hey, Phoebe, misdiagnosis of trauma symptoms. I just saw Dr. Kim Sage on YouTube. She just posted a video of is it trauma or autism? And a lot of people bring that up on the channel. So go check out Dr. Kim Sage. Is it trauma or autism? Super interesting. She's a psychologist who's autistic. The comments jumped. Lauren. Happy birthday next Friday. Everybody say happy birthday, Lauren. I hope you have an awesome birthday. I know birthdays can be kind of weird for us on the spectrum because some of us are like, I don't want attention. I don't want to do anything. I just want to stay home. My birthday is on March 5th, so mine's coming up soon. Jax, this isn't Adrian this time. Can you believe it? I like feel like I'm cheating on Adrian with my yoga calendar. No, this is let me find her name because I want to say it right. It's like Manuela Midavova. Yeah, I really like her stuff too. Adrian's still, I mean, I don't like to play favorites. Adrian's still my favorite. I just was going outside of the box a little bit. For anybody looking to get into yoga, check out Yoga with Adrian on YouTube, totally free. 2 hours of online yoga, that's Offrey. I was going to say it's awesome, Jeffrey, but then I said it's Offrey. Awesome, Jeffrey. Did I see the track list? Of course I saw the track list. Of course I saw it. I'm so excited. I'll show you. Hang on. So I'm talking about Taylor Swift. So if you watch the Grammys, Taylor Swift won her 13th Grammy, which is her lucky number, and then she just, like, nonchalantly was like, "By the way, I have a new album coming out." And this is me and my daughter whenever we found out. We, like, hugged each other and we're like, "Oh my gosh." So, yeah, we're excited. Yeah, orange cats are the best. Mine is, he's been in here all day, and he really likes being on camera. I don't know where he is. I know Taylor Swift? No. Maybe someday. I don't know her personally. I mean, I'm a little delusional, like, maybe I could pretend I know her. No, I'm not delusional. She is really, really good, thank you. I can get on my soapbox about her. I think a lot of people I mean, obviously, she has a lot of fans, but I think a lot of people are quick to dismiss her because she's, like, mainstream and poppy, but she is a lyricist, like, she is incredibly talented, and she's great live, like, her voice is awesome. Okay, I'll stop talking about Taylor Swift. Oh, Steffi's asking for channel members to put some cat emojis in the chat. Oh, Rose, I'm so sorry that you were denied diagnosis because you communicate well. I'm so sorry. That sucks. Hi, Dana. I love this community too. I'm glad you're a part of it. Am I really behind with the comments? Oh, there's a lot of birthdays coming up. Katsinka's birthday. Happy early birthday, Katsinka. March 5th is mine. Jax, happy early birthday. I'm super happy because I keep looking at the forecast in Fort Worth, and, like, for the next 14 days, it's, like, 60s and 70s, amazing. Because February is usually really cold here, and, but I'm always like, I never relax and, like, quit worrying about the winter because I was born in Dallas on March 5th, and I was born in the middle of a snowstorm, so, like, the roads were icy, it was, like, treacherous for my parents to get to the hospital. So, you never know, like, there could be an ice snowstorm in DFW in March, so are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods? No, we're not out of the woods, Taylor. We're not out of the woods for freezing temperatures, but it's so far so good. There's some kitty emojis. How do you find you again? Do more things that you like to do. Do more things that feel good and do less things that don't. Connect with your body. Move, dance, go outside, connect with nature. Spend time with people that you feel good around. Don't spend time with people that make you feel crappy. My stomach's about to growl. It might be loud. Oh my gosh, Daniel, watch it or I literally will put you in timeout. I can put you in timeout for real. Orion puts people in timeout. I've heard. So I'm learning from him. Hey guys, Orion and I are going to do a live together. I think next Monday. No, maybe it's 2 Mondays. We'll let you know. But Orion and I are going to sync up and we're going to do a live stream together. Phoebe G, yes, the lyric is from Antihero. Hi, vigilant neighbor. Welcome to the live. No. Okay. Oh, Jax already took care of it for you. Jax got you covered. Yeah, Fort Worth has great museums, Sam. The Modern is amazing. We've got the Kimball Art Museum. We've got the Science and History Museum. Fort Worth is awesome. We've got Botanic Gardens here. The Van Cliburn. Has anybody heard of the Van Cliburn? So I used to work for Van Cliburn in Fort Worth. It's, if not the largest, one of the very largest competitions in the entire world. It's every 4 years here in Fort Worth, and like the most talented pianists of all time have, like, been here in Fort Worth, and I was actually talking about this, Kate, Taylor trivia. I was talking about this the other day because my daughter and I had a date in downtown Fort Worth. We were walking around, and so I was by Bass Hall, which is where, the Van Cliburn competition was. It's gorgeous. It's the concert venue where the Fort Worth Symphony Orchestra plays, and I was like, "You know what?" Whenever I was interning at the Van Cliburn Foundation, I was in charge of YouTube. And this was like I was laughing about it because this was in 2010. And so literally what I would do for these like high scale performances, I would go into the concert hall with a camcorder, like a video camera that opened up. And I could watch what I was recording. And I'd sit there and I'd film on a camcorder in the middle of this nice concert hall. And then I'd take the film and I'd go to the office across the street and I'd put a wire up from the camcorder to the computer and I'd just walk away and like let it upload for 3 hours. And then I would post the footage to YouTube finally. And I could only do like one or two a day. And just I got a kick out of that. It was like, that is so funny that that used to be my thing, like, in 2010. So, before I even knew how to YouTube. Woodshed theory, you did sense a disturbance in the forest. Hey, Claire, you and we should do a live stream together. I was gonna text you, but this is totally random, Claire. I literally just was like, "Yeah, let's do a live." I was feeling I guess my ADHD was like, "Let's go. Let's go." Oh, I think I'm really behind with the comments. Yes, Mary, the botanical gardens are beautiful in Fort Worth. They have a lot of cool events too. In the summer, they have Fort Worth Symphony Orchestra. They do concerts in the garden, and they'll do like Star Wars, and they'll have a laser show in the garden. They also do like a Queen show and play like Bohemian Rhapsody, and it's really cool. The tickets to what, Michael? I missed it. What are you asking about? To the Van Cliburn, maybe? It depends every year, and it's like per perform like you can buy a day pass because it's like a week long of performances, and you can buy like a whole pass to the festival, which is a couple hundred because I mean it's a week of performances, but you can also just buy a day pass. Yeah, no editing, Sam. Those are the days. Just shoot it and upload it. No editing. Can you imagine how like loud the computer fan would be whirring if I tried to edit that footage in 2010? Oh my gosh, Daniel, no. Just don't you don't wanna go to YouTube jail, it's not worth it. Just be nice to Taylor. Oh, yeah, Woodshed Theory is awesome. If you haven't checked out Woodshed Theory, go check out Claire, and she makes beautiful things, for real. She makes such beautiful things. Yes, I have crystals. Do you see that right there? Fine, I'll go get them. You made me do it. And my crystal shop that I love, they just closed down. There's one that I like in Bedford. Okay, I have to remember all of the names, but I don't. This is jade. This is carnelian. I'll have to come back to this. I think this is citrine. This is amethyst. This is sodalite, and this is iolite, I think. And then, oh, this one's really cool. Hang on. This is dragon's blood. I wish it would, hang on, will it focus better? It's so cool, and it's like really smooth, and it's just got this beautiful like ribbon of red through it. This is something like some type of jade. I can't remember, but I liked it because it like the corner kind of rubbed off, and it's got this really cool texture. Some jasper. It's some. Gotta remember what kind of jasper this is. And then I just thought this one was pretty. I don't remember which one this one is. This one like catches the light really nicely. bath soaps. And then I really like black ones. I can't remember what this is. Obsidian, maybe? I have more in the other room. But yeah, I love crystals. There's the coolest crystal shop close to me, and I hate that they closed because they had hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of huge gems that this was his special interest. And I never like to be like, you're autistic, but this guy is autistic as it gets, you know? Oh, thank you, Vigilant Neighbor. And his special interest was gems, and he's really good at it. So I got to figure out where he went. I haven't painted rocks, but my kids have, and they like it. I think it is selenite, Adam. I think it's selenite. Carnelian. Yeah, I've been wanting a new crystal. I've been wanting a new orange crystal. I've got carnelian, but what another one? Yeah, I think one of the ones I showed was fluorite. Maybe this is fluorite. I can't remember. I also really like, there's a blue one. I just had it in my mind. It's got a really cool, like, chalky, I don't usually like chalk, but it's got like a corrugated kind of chalky texture. And it's awesome. It's so pretty. I can't remember what it's called. Because my kids like them too, and they'll walk around with them, and then they're gone forever. Okay. Yeah, maybe it is onyx. AJ, I'm excited for Taylor's boyfriend. I'm excited for Taylor. And I'm excited for me because I'm going to make Taylor-themed cupcakes. Thank you, Mary. Yeah, I do get to be on a panel with Dr. Temple Grandin this summer. I'm really excited. And somebody messaged me today saying that they bought tickets to go. So it's July 13th in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And I posted some information about it, but I'll keep posting more. And I would love to meet any of you who want to come to the conference. So it's open to everyone, and it's through Wilderwood Equine Therapy, and they're going to make it an autistic friendly event, and it's at a really nice hotel. So keep looking for more information there because I would really like to meet some of you there. Mom on the spectrum in geology. Yeah, I think I have enough special interests to keep me busy. Yeah, this is selenite, the long, like, I'm sorry, was that so loud? Oh my gosh, my apologies. No. Okay, don't worry. Everything's good. Also, look at this really cute little notebook I got at Target. It's just like such a good size. Oh, math. I was helping my daughter with math. I didn't need this for me. Don't worry. That's for my daughter. Okay. Oh, Lauren, yeah. Proceed with caution. Okay, SL Clark, let's talk about this. What would make an event autism friendly? I would love to hear suggestions too. So, hey Gemma. The autistic urge to do a show and tell. Oh my gosh, Claire, it's so real. Okay, what else can I show you? So I have some hair ties, and I have a bobby pin. This is for when I sit down in front of the camera and I'm like, oh crap, my hair is crazy. And then sorry, I don't like to use the word crazy, but I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to do something about my hair. And then I'll put it up in a ponytail or something. Okay. Look at this super cute card that I found. I didn't have anybody to give it to, but it says Merry Woofmas and Meowie Christmas. And it says, hoping your holiday is positively jolly. So of course I had to get it. And there's a wiener dog on the back. So yeah. And then look how cool, because we know I love rainbow. my little thank you cards are. Target. Okay, so what would make an event autism friendly? So I think building in a lot of space for breaks, having it in like an environment that's quieter with reduced lighting, maybe like kind of spaced out seating, different seating options, like comfortable seating options. Maybe there's blankets available, fidgets available, stuffed animals. Honestly, like I don't want to stereotype, but a lot of us really like stuffed animals. My psychologist has them in their office. It's like you can just pick up a big stuffed animal and keep it in your lap, and it's surprisingly calming. Oh, thanks, Nerf. This is my marching band hat. Hang on. Ignore my hair right now. Horn Frog marching band from oh, this would have probably been from '09. It's an old hat. Yeah, that's good, Claire. Like having a quiet room available. So like I think that would be great if you could like stream the main talk in a different room that's like quieter. So you could be, just kind of duck out for a minute. And then, so like at this conference, there's going to be a meal that night. So I would assume, and I don't know much about it yet, but if I were planning an event for autistic people, I'd have a lot of different food options for like dietary preferences. And it would probably be something really simple like chicken fingers and French fries, baked potatoes. I don't know. What would you want to see on the menu? I love you. Wait, you hate plumes, Daniel? You're killing me today. Plumes are awesome. Dino chicky nuggies. Oh, Claire, does it surprise you that we're on the same wavelength? Russell, I will take that question on. Yes, I'm on good terms with my ex-husband. We co-parent and we are finding our new normal. It's been an interesting road, but we're on good terms and we're making the best of it. It's definitely like we have to keep working at it. I mean, yeah, we haven't figured it out, but we're able to, you know, I don't know what to say. It's we make it work for the kids. Um oh, that sounds nice, Jeremiah. A non-electric house that's well insulated and dead quiet. Okay, speaking of well insulated houses, has anybody seen The Curse with Emma Stone and Nathan Fielder? Because WTF did I watch? Let me know if you've seen The Curse. I love Emma Stone. Kids are totally worth it, Mary. We'd both me and my ex-husband, we'd do anything for our kids, so we're on the same page with that. Oh my gosh, AJ, that's awful about the trombone. No, not the flute players. Yeah, there's hope for sure. I mean, it's like it's again, it's something that we have to work on. It's not like, oh, we figured it out. It's like there's new challenges all the time, but we're figuring it out. Oh goodness, Gemma, I'm so sorry about your nana's funeral. I'm so sorry for your loss. I know that must be really difficult. I would say just lower your expectations for yourself until there's been a considerable amount of time after the actual event. From now until then, I think just know that your emotions are going to be up and down, and some days are going to be easy, some days are going to be surprisingly like, oh my gosh, I can't function today. So like lower your expectations for what you expect of yourself. Yourself feel anything that comes up. It's okay to feel numb. It's okay to feel angry, upset, frustrated, overwhelmed. Let yourself cry. Don't forget to do things that feel good to you. So, like, whatever your special interests are, like, go outside, make sure that you're taking time to take care of yourself. Um, but yeah, it might be helpful It might be helpful to have, like, a detailed plan of what to expect that day so you can kinda think through the schedule, and I don't know, like, I am grateful that I haven't had to have this experience in a long time, but, like, you might even want to see if there's, like, a map available of the venues just so you can figure out, like, a space that might be safe and comfortable for you if you get overwhelmed. Um, so, yeah, if anybody else has any ideas to share with Gemma, love to hear them. You know what, Sam? My ex and I are both really proud of our kids, and they are incredible kids, and we are both just really grateful that we have awesome kids, and we can work together on that and both celebrate that. So, our kids are awesome. Andre, that's a good point. Self-validation is so important. And I think a lot of us struggle with, especially those of us who are late diagnosed, a lot of times we just find that the company around us hasn't been able to give us the validation that we've needed or been looking for. And so, self-validation, I know it's exhausting sometimes because it's like, I'm tired of just doing it myself, but it is really important and you got to start somewhere. Order through chaos. I can't even watch a horror movie trailer. Yeah. It's so weird because I think that I struggle with aphantasia, like, I have a hard time picturing things, but if I see a horror movie trailer, like, I will remember it vividly in my mind, and I cannot delete it. I'm just now putting this together. Okay, the Wilderwood thing, give me just a second. Here's the link to the conference this summer. I do, AJ. Working out definitely helps, and I've talked about this before, but, like, weightlifting, I know it can be intimidating for some people. You don't have to, like, lift a ton of weights, but there's something about autistic people a lot of times struggle with proprioception, which is kind of dealing with where our body is in space. And so if you're struggling with that, like running into things, being clumsy, it can really help to do some weight training, and please do it I was gonna say smartly. Please do it wisely, with the right support. But I always feel so good after lifting weights. Like my body just feels like it has something to push back against, and it's very cathartic. And so there's actually some really great free YouTube channels if you're looking to get into weightlifting, and you can get just like a starter pack. This oh my gosh, how do I point? Because it's like mirrored. I don't even okay. Sorry, that was weird. This like the pink, purple, green. I think that was like 20 bucks on Amazon for just some starter weights, but I would highly recommend it. And I have to be active because even when I don't want to be, it always helps me to do something and move my body. So yoga is really helpful for me. Thanks. How do I say your name? Gu Hyuns? Hyuns? Yeah, you wanna start easy for sure, Nerf. Like, don't push past your comfort level. I mean, to some extent, if you're trying to build muscle and stuff, like, you wanna push a little bit just because that's how your body breaks down muscle and rebuilds it, but, like, you don't wanna push to the point of pain or overwhelm. Oh, yoga is amazing. I mentioned it, but go to Yoga with Adriene on YouTube. She's the best, and she's, like, the most calm person I've ever witnessed in my life. Oh, good, I'm glad, AJ. Giant workout rubber bands, yeah. What are they called? I have some resistance bands, and, resistance bands are really kinda stimmy too, like, they're very therapeutic, and you can get a very similar workout with, resistance bands, and like, the resistance that they put on your body feels so good. Like, I really like resistance bands a lot. Makes me wanna get back into resistance band workouts. This last year, like, going through the divorce, I've been trying to be just, like, really kind to myself and really easy on my body, but I've been wanting to get back into more, like, intense workouts because I like that, and I feel like it's good for my brain, but this past year, I've mostly just done, like, easy, gentle yoga, and then I did some dance classes, but, I'm looking for, like, a new weight program to do because I wanna get back into it. Adrian is so lovely. Paper cutting mixed media meditation. That sounds amazing, Sally. Kiki, yeah, that's a good point about Pilates. Pilates can be helpful too. I personally get upset with Pilates, but I know some people love it. I get really angry when I do Pilates. I don't really know why. Um, Russell, my thoughts on meditation are that I think it just pretty much has to be different for neurodivergent people. Like sitting like this is hell for ADHD people. Um, So I think you just have to make it your own. Like a lot of people in our community like moving meditation, like Tai Chi. There's also, is it called Qigong? I don't know how to. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce it. Um, but there's a lot of different like moving meditation that I think can be really really helpful for neurodivergent people. But yeah, I think meditation is super important and it's really helpful for calming our mind. Like my brain is hardly ever calm, but when I'm meditating regularly, I am more calm and more centered. So 6 cats, so yoga's a no-go? Yeah, Beltray, I have to put out 2, so the pink mat is his. I don't know how to point, it's all reversed. The pink mat is his, and, the cork mat is mine, but I put both of them down, and then he basically lays in the middle of both of them, and then he bites me if I don't pet him, so, yeah. Bilateral stimulation music is really cool. Yep. Yeah, Beltray just wants to be wherever I am, so it doesn't really work to give him his own mat. He's just and then I'll be, like, on my back in Shavasana, and it'll be, like, time to, close my eyes and meditate, and he, like, curls up on my stomach, which is really sweet, but then he thinks he can fit on my stomach, but he's huge, so he, like, works really hard to prep his spot, and then he, like, curls up, and then his butt falls off, and he, like, falls on the ground, and it's funny every time because every time he thinks he's gonna fit, and he never does. Yeah, that's a good point, peekaboo, like, you can meditate in other ways, um, like, being active, you can still meditate, like, you can get, kind of in a groove where you're just kind of in the zone. High live style rewind. I have a guided meditation in my How to Unmask course. It was my first ever guided meditation that I did, and people seem to have a good response about it, so there's my How to Unmask course. Vigilant neighbor, how do I stick to a healthy routine? I'm kinda working on that right now, like, I feel like in other times in my life, it was a lot easier. Like I said, this past year of navigating divorce, I just have kind of told myself to do whatever I need to do to keep going. But this year, I'm really wanting to get back into, like, a more predictable, healthy routine. I wanna start cooking more because I ate out so much last year, um, just because I didn't have any spoons left to cook. Not, like, kitchen spoons, but energy spoons. And, yeah, so I don't know, I think accountability really helps. I think that's part of what's keeping me back, like, holding me back from doing it because I don't wanna do it by myself. So accountability can help, and then I think, like, whenever I'm reading about something that reinforces what I wanna do, so, like, if and when I kick my life back into gear and, like, start going through a healthy routine again and, like, whatever, if I find a book or, like, a podcast or something with somebody who's actively focusing on creating this healthy lifestyle, like, that really helps me. So I feel like I'm doing it with, like, information and support. I didn't mean to do that. Who's everybody listening to right now? Obviously Taylor Swift. Who else are we listening to right now? AJR. Soft 90s music, K-pop. What is Sabaton? Is that? I don't know what that is. Listening to me. Should I start singing? Minsky. I haven't heard of Minsky. Sabaton. Oh, lots of. Yeah, that's true, Adam. I feel like I had to die and then be reborn in many ways. Yeah. And routines are brutal. Like I just had to hands off. Like, okay, I'm not gonna have a routine. Because some nights, like last year going through the divorce, like I just wouldn't sleep, and so the next day I had to give myself rest. Tracy Chapman, man, great performance at the Grammys. Synth pop, Nirvana, okay. 70s oldies. Mumford and Sons, Guns N' Roses. Man, Tracy Chapman Grammy performance was so great. She just they looked like they were so both of them looked like they were so happy to be there. Both Frozen soundtracks still going strong on that one, Clara Clarinet. I love it. You perform music but never listen to it. Interesting. Maybe in a similar way that I'm a classical music major but don't listen to classical music. It's not that I don't. I really love pop music and I'm like a trained classical musician. I love pop music. Ska. Okay, it's been a while since I've listened to ska. Queen is awesome. My family loves Queen. My kids love Queen. We will crank it up when we listen to Queen. Cold never bothered me anyway. I've taught so many classes this week. My voice keeps going out. It's been a good week. Oh, the Bee Gees are so good. Wagner is great. The Bee Gees are awesome. Rickroll, nice. Stevie Wonder performed at the Grammys too. Toby Keith, Deftones. Well, it's confirmed. Y'all are cool, but I already knew y'all were cool. Oh my gosh, I've almost been on for an hour. See, I always have fun talking to y'all. ABBA. Has anybody seen Eurovision with Will Ferrell and Rachel McAdams? I love that soundtrack. Opera is cool. My flute professor from TCU, she's the principal flutist in the Dallas Opera. I've been to the London airport and from the London airport flew to Scotland. I'll come back sometime. Yep, Heathrow. Yeah, it was a challenge, and that was before I knew I was autistic, and I still remember how much of a challenge it was. That was, in 2011 when I was there. Okay, well, I'm honestly running out of words, and I am hungry, so I'm gonna go eat something. But, yeah, just a reminder, I'm not gonna be doing the Friday live stream, that's why I'm here today. So no live stream tomorrow, but I think we're gonna do a live stream next week. I can't remember, but I feel like something is happening next Friday. Either next Monday or the Monday after that, Orion and I are gonna do a live stream together, and it's gonna be, I think, at, like, 4 PM Central. So, hey, I'm a Pisces. So I'll be looking forward to that because Orion is he's great. He's always fun to talk to. I have a feeling it will not be a dull conversation, and I have a feeling that he will put people in timeout. So Daniel and others, you better be on your best behavior because we will utilize the timeout feature. Oh, guys, I have a new video that's out that just came out today, and it's not going to be for everyone. Okay, there's already comments on it of like this only works for. I know, like people don't like it when other people talk about money. Okay, just like check it out. If you like it, cool. If not, that's fine. It's not for everybody. But it's definitely out today, and it would mean a lot. First of all, if you could thumbs up this video, that's super helpful. Do that before you leave, please. And secondly, if you could go check out my new video that I just put out, that would be really cool too. And you don't have to like it. In fact, if you don't like something, just like keep going because there's a lot of other stuff that you can do rather than become focused on things that you don't like. Just my opinion. Okay, well, thanks everybody for being here. This is a fun, like, spontaneous thing, and so either I'll see you next Monday with Orion, or just hang on 1 second. Let me see if it's next Monday or the Monday after. Yeah, Monday the 12th. Monday the 12th at 4 p.m. Okay. Okay. I don't know if I can get up from this chair. Thanks everybody for your comments, and it's always so weird to transition away. I'm just gonna hit the end stream button, but I'm gonna try to do the fireworks thing. Is this how we did it? Fireworks. No, thumbs up. I always forget. Now I'm just looking dumb. When you do this, sometimes it does fireworks, except when you really want it to, when you have a live audience, and then it doesn't. But just imagine fireworks going off behind me because I'm cool, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.